The Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to a special surprise edition.
Episode one. Oh.
People just keep questioning why it's a surprise.
Surprise?
And so many people did it thinking that they were being edgy and original, but they weren't at all. And I even saw Jeff Holiday do it.
And yeah, Jeff Holiday, here's the surprise.
He's living up to his tattoo on his chest that says, like, internet infamous or whatever the fuck it says.
I've heard about Jeff Holiday's tattoos.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about that one.
Oh, the one
he got that one covered up anyway.
The one that says Billy is a sweet boy?
Oh, yes, actually.
Yeah.
That is actually what I was. Yeah, he got that covered up because you're not.
If anybody. What? No, I am a sweet boy. I am. If anybody gets a tattoo that says Billy is a sweet boy, I will get that tattooed on my face. That's a joke. I cut my hair. Psych. I put it in a ponytail. Because this is a surprise stream that we told you about because we love ruining fucking surprises.
I shaved my face and totally obliterated my fake jawline.
Yeah.
I got a fat ass neck.
That's
my problem.
I have so much neck meat.
I mean, that's from when your face was all big and bloated, you know?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You look better no matter what.
I look like a thumb.
No. Really quick, we do these streams now before our Patreon private shows. We are actually going to start our Patreon private show in about an hour from now. Right now, as it stands, it's on 4 hours. It could go to 5. It could be 5 hours long. If we can get our Patreon about $200 above where it is right now, we'll do a full 5-hour stream. It's really close. Whether you do it through Patreon or Subscribestar, I add the totals up, and we just want to get, within that amount. That's our goal amount.
And
so
I have a hot date tonight too, so you guys better not give too much money.
Give as much money as you want. Fuck Billy's social life.
I have a hot date. Also,
Cockblock Billy. Hashtag cockblock Billy.
No.
Yeah.
Give Billy some butt by donating to our bonus show goal via Streamlabs. Then we'll have another bonus show.
We're doing both.
Well, but I mean, our goal is...
we have two goals.
Yeah, we have two
We
goals.
have one for the private show. Yeah. And by the way, tonight's private show is going to be multiple things. One of them being... we are going to dive back into Chris Chan for a few sagas. We're gonna pick up where we left off and go from there to the second exile.
The second exile.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna stop. Where right before the second exile, we are gonna cover the first one though. And on top of that, another thing that we're going to do is we are gonna do the regular news like we normally do. So in many ways, it's gonna be like a normal show, and we're gonna watch some very cringy old training videos from like Hardee's.
Yeah.
And sexual harassment awareness training videos for employees.
To help any unemployed fans get a job.
So this is going to be a pretty epic... Oh, man. People are suggesting that if you have to stay longer, then Wallace can just go on your date in your place.
I have curves. Wallace is flat. My girl wouldn't like that.
I don't know.
She wants my curves.
I don't know about that.
She wants my curves.
Wallace is, Wallace kind of has curves.
No, he doesn't. He's flat as fuck,
No.
boy.
Wallace gonna cuck young Bill Fridge. Wallace gonna cuck him bad.
No, he won't.
Yep.
He won't. Wallace is not a sweet boy. He's got white guilt.
Shit, though. I don't want, like, the whole building to fall down, so maybe Wallace should stay here, too.
Exactly.
We kind of need a wall. Multiple walls, at least 4. I guess you could have, like, an A-frame style triangle room, but I would say 4, uses the space the most effectively.
Wallace has one job, and that's to raise the roof.
By the way, guys, to those of you who are fans but complained about the debate last night, I do value you as a fan, but I think a lot of you guys only watched like 15 minutes of it and then left a shitty comment and then left because it wasn't all a religious debate. I realize it's not 2009 anymore, okay? It doesn't matter. We can still debate religion, and that was only about a quarter to about half of the debate. And then we got into politics and other things.
I was hoping they would debate cartoons. What is Destiny Watch?
I don't know. I mean, how can you debate something that subjective, though?
Well, I'll tell you how. Hanna-Barbera versus Looney Tunes, man.
Well, what about Warner Brothers versus Disney?
Well, Disney's kind of on a mind of its own.
I mean, back in the day when the two companies were in their infancy, they were in direct competition with each other. And that's why in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, it blew everyone's mind to see Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny together in a scene.
We love crossover events, like in pro wrestling when there's crossover events between different factions, when Marvel versus DC happens. It's a big deal.
I like how someone just said as if religion isn't relevant anymore. Yeah, I mean, just because you're personally bored hearing people debate it doesn't mean there aren't still religious wackos out there and people have opinions that they want to argue between the two of them. Have you ever watched a slug turn into a bird? Also, fuck Brett Keane, fucking manatee motherfucker. And that was from G-Man. Actually,
G-Man.
I need to turn TTS back on. I had it off for last night because,
turn that TTS back on.
Yeah.
Did you guys see my cute t-shirt I just showed off? I just got this. It's long sleeve. It's got my picture on it. It feeds my ego.
We are going to watch a few news stories, too. Give you guys a little slice of what's to come tonight on the private show.
A little slice of life.
So we hope we'll get some more people to sign up. The last time we did this last month, we got a bunch of new people to sign up. If you sign up now, you get everything that we've done already. You know, like everything Billy and I have done on DP that's Patreon specific is there. Unfortunately, Subscribestar just started a few months ago. But yeah, I mean, you get everything, we did before. You get everything for the rest of this month. And I know some people, they just kind of like to give their money and then leave and then give it again later next month. And that's fine. We count that towards the goal too. So why do you keep getting up? Jesus fucking Christ.
Somebody asked what Garbage Pail Kid was on the shirt.
It's you.
It's me.
Dude.
It's me.
You look at yourself.
You're
wearing
pleased.
a shirt with your own fucking face on it and you keep standing up to show everyone how cool it is.
It fits well. This is a 5X.
I don't know anyone who's more in love with himself.
I don't
know anybody who's more in love with themselves.
Is there anyone more worthy of self-love than myself?
I mean,
if you can't
that's
love
a
yourself,
rhetorical question.
If you can't love yourself the way I love myself, I feel bad for you. That's all. That's all.
Oh my God.
It's a Humble Boy shirt.
A Humble Boy shirt. I'm turning on TTS here. All right, TTS is back on for $20 and above Streamlabs. And look at our new overlay. Look at this shit. And it has like a watermark over it, which is kind of cool. It is cool because like when the screen is all black, it shows the DP symbol really clear. And then it's really faded when there's something behind it. I like that. And I wanted to give a shout out to the guy that gave us the new overlays. It's
overlays?
I don't know how to say his name, so I'm just gonna spell it out. His Twitter is at SYNJE_GRAFX. That's SYNJE_GRAFX. Check that guy out. Shout out to him for making our
Singe graphics.
Yeah, Singe graphics. Yeah, that's how it's said. Singe graphics. Thank you. We appreciate the work. And if you guys are doing any type of stream work or anything like that, you want a professional looking overlay, hit him up. I've seen him advertise. He has reasonable rates. So check him out and shout out to him for giving us these awesome overlays. He made the debate one from last night too. So and the new full screen ones. See?
Hey. Hey. Look at that pretty boy face.
Someone asked, will this get deleted later? I don't think so.
Yeah, these
I only delete them if there's some kind of claim on them or something.
These little surprise shows have been staying up.
Yeah.
Did you hear James Gunn is coming back to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Nope.
They brought him back. Disney brought him back. I'm so excited.
Well, they're idiots for firing him in the first place. And they just wasted all that time going through it to only change their minds again.
People are saying that they let him go but never really looked for someone new. They were maybe always planning on doing this after things died down.
I don't know what the point of that would be. I mean, they were risking losing actors too. Like Batista was going to walk over it.
Yeah.
So,
but now Batista looks like a fucking badass for sticking by his director. And the director's coming back, so Batista is a win-win. Because there's no way he's not going to have Batista back. Disney will be like, we value the strong opinions of our actors. Because they have to do something, right? Because what's the little girl, Ellen Page from Juno and Hard Candy?
Okay.
She called out Chris Pratt because he's part of a church that is like anti-gay. And she's like, if you're going to be like, you gotta hold him to the fire. And they're like, well, we can't get rid of Chris Pratt. So they got to bring back James Gunn now, right?
Can't get rid of Chris Pratt.
Can't get rid of Chris Pratt.
He's actually in the movie.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of him.
I brought snacks.
Awesome. I saw you got some donut flavored keto ice cream.
Dude, the icing and they have a donut icing chocolate swirl in it. It tastes like fucking donut icing. I was ecstatic. I was eating this, like the ice cream itself tastes kind of like a birthday cake.
Yeah, it was
ice
almost
cream.
like you had a sponsorship. You were like plugging the fuck out of that shit.
Dude, it was so good. And people like follow my Twitter for diet advice sometimes. You know, I get a lot of people who are like, what do you do when you want to do a snack? So I was like, dude, get this fucking ice cream. I've been eating the ice cream for a while. They have like a chocolate peanut butter flavor that's 12 net carbs and 360 calories for an entire pint, which is like really good. It's high protein stuff. It's called healthy ice cream. It's from Enlightened. Dude, I'm like, they were like, sliding our DMs. We'll send you some free ice cream after I posted that.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, baby. I might be sponsored after this.
Why not?
I'm trying to get that little Bill Fridge ice cream sponsorship.
I'm kind of surprised you wouldn't like... you should kind of like reach out to people who sell keto food and just send them a before and after picture.
I'll be like, look how fat I was.
You
look how
could
fat
be a
I
spokesman.
am. Because these are the new thing I found too. I've been finding all these keto snacks. These are keto Cheetos.
Keto Cheeto.
Yeah, you want to try one?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll try it out.
Yeah. They're high protein. So they're like cheese balls. They're not Cheetos, but...
Yeah, they do taste like Cheetos.
The whole bag is 2 net carbs.
Yeah, I would say for the most part, it's a pretty good imitation.
Like, it's not a Cheeto.
Yeah.
But when you can't have Cheetos, it's snackable, man.
I'm sorry, I almost said it wrong. Let's get into it.
Action News.
Okay, so like I said at the beginning of the stream when we had about a third as many people in here as we do now, we're doing this stream for one, to promote our Patreon/Subscribe Star private show tonight. I have the links in the description below. As it stands right now, we will be doing at least a 4-hour show tonight. If we can get about $200 more, $250 more in there, we'll be doing a 5-hour show. It'll start in a little less than an hour or so right now. The link is already up, so you can go in and get it. You can go in and get it right away and talk to the people in the chat there. We will be covering some news stories of the day. We will be covering old HR training ads from the 80s and 90s. I think I even have one from the 40s that we're going to watch.
We won't make it to Christine Chandler yet, will we?
We're going to get to we are going to cover Chris Chan. We're going to pick up where we left off and cover some Chris Chan, too.
We won't get to Christine, though, right? Like,
we're going to get to, like, the very beginning, like, embryonic stage of Chris Chan.
Christine.
Yeah.
So this is the news segment. We got some news.
Yeah. Let's talk about, what everyone's talking about that we didn't get to yesterday because of the debate. There was a terror attack in the fictional land of New Zealand.
They brought this shit to the Shire, man.
Hey, if there's a New Zealand, why isn't there an Old Zealand? Can someone tell me that? Not Zealand, I mean Old Zealand.
Is there a Zealand? Is there
probably
anti-Muslim
if there's a New Zealand, there's probably a Zealand somewhere, right? I don't know if it's like.
You ever listen to a band called Pealander
calling
Z?
it one of the nation's darkest days.
What?
You ever listen to a band called Pealander Z?
Yeah. I was in a band that opened up for Pealander Z before.
Because they remind me of New Zealand. Maybe.
They remind you of New Zealand.
The Pealander.
They're from
Z?
Japan.
Yeah, but they just remind me of New Zealand with the name.
Yeah, I've seen them play a few times, and when I was in Albuquerque playing in my band, we opened for Pealander Z once.
Do you think
it was pretty awesome.
Do you think New Zealand is named after Pealander Z?
Sure. That's a sound hypothesis there.
Sure.
Remember, though, it's not true. It's just a theory of yours.
A gunman attacked
That's a game
two mosques
theory.
while hundreds of Muslims were praying.
The man who is claiming responsibility and charged with murder is an extreme right-wing white supremacist who live-streamed the attack, saying it was aimed at...
I mean, like, this sort of thing, crazy people live streaming mass murders and terror attacks, this kind of shit is just going to come down harder on people like us who really just do things on the internet for people to watch.
Like he said, subscribe to PewDiePie, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did hear that.
He has a manifesto, and in his manifesto, he's over here talking about how memes are like the way of getting people to their the side. Memes are our most powerful.
Dude, this is why memes annoy the fuck out of me. People act like they're way more important than stupid jokes. And they're not. I mean, like, in some ways, they're not even like, it gives people this weird false sense of accomplishment to share with someone a joke that someone else came up with. I don't know. It is weird though. Yeah, memes not that important. Are they fun sometimes? Yeah. Are they dumb sometimes? Yeah. Are they fucked up sometimes? Sure. But whatever. They're not that huge.
Do they make people sympathetic to the cause?
Whoa, Hemogoblin.
Hemogoblin.
Is that like a play on words for
Hemoglobin?
hemoglobin? Yeah.
Hemoglobin?
Yeah.
Hemogoblin.
Thank you. You're helping us get that much closer to adding an extra hour. Remember, we're trying to cock block Billy and add an extra hour to the show tonight.
do that.
Billy has a hot date, man. She's going to be left waiting. Some other dude's going to come along.
If
Snatch her ass up.
If Hemogoblin is a play on hemoglobin, then would homoglobin be if Egghead switched with egg tits in the Globetrotters?
Homoglobin.
Would he be homoglobin?
Is that
then?
like some Swedish?
Do, 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 do.
That sounds like something the Swedish chef would say.
I don't know, man.
Homoglobin.
Immigrants. Security stepping up here in the U.S. That's a live look at the Islamic Cultural Center right here in New York City. So here's what we know right now. At least 49 people were killed, 48 more wounded.
Wow. So, like, this guy was going for almost an even 100. He was like, yeah, I'll try to get to 100.
In his manifesto, he was like, I could have used any weapon. I could have used, he was naming a list of weapons. He's like, I chose guns because I want this to become an issue of the gun control. I want to challenge the Second Amendment. He had all these fucking stupid ideas in his little manifesto, his little bullshit plan.
Yeah, was he an incel too? Because this is almost like Elliot Rodger sounding.
Yeah.
Or hold on, was he? So they're saying he's right wing. Have we seen that? Is there any proof that he's actually right wing? Or
the way it looks is he did this in trying to play out more of a civil war between the sides.
Well,
he was trying to push more civil unrest.
People who do this are so stupid because they're just going to look. I mean, it might cause a little unrest, but not to the degree that they think. Because people will just be like, "Oh, that guy was an idiot," you know.
IEDs discovered attached to vehicles, and 3 people are now in custody. Our senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell starts us off with the very latest.
Horrific scenes in a normally peaceful country playing out at 2 mosques in Christchurch.
Let me show you how horrible Muslims are by murdering them. Like what?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. You just showed that you're the piece of shit, not them. At this point,
somebody in the chat said it's okay to be white. It is okay to be white. It's not okay to be a fucking psychotic mass murderer.
Yes.
It's not okay to be a political fucking aggravator that uses techniques like murder to get your viewpoint out there. That's not okay.
As worshippers were at midday prayers, the holiest of the week, multiple people ruthlessly gunned down. At 1:42 p.m. local time, witnesses say a man dressed all in black entered the Masjid al-Nur mosque, shooting an automatic weapon.
People were running out. I saw some people had blood on their body and some people were limping.
This man, seen with blood on his shirt, was the last to escape, hiding under a bench.
He just came in, he was shooting, and I think...
Someone in the chat said that this guy had said that they were invaders. I mean, if they were invaders, they probably would have had better weaponry to defend themselves against a crazy gunman, right? I mean, invaders should be ready to put up a fight when attacked, right? These people don't seem like they were anticipating an armed man coming in and murdering them.
49 killed. That is such a huge number.
Invaders would have a better backup plan than just getting killed, right?
That, if I get out, I'll get shot. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed so I could be alive. But yeah, I was the last guy to come out of the mosque after the shooting stopped. And on the doors, there were a lot of bodies.
The killer then drove 3 miles across town to the
Yes,
Linwood Mosque.
I'm not going to... Hey, say that person's name, Billy.
Niger Fiji.
You're adding a lot of vowels there. There are no vowels in the words. So.
I know the G and R is Niger Fiji.
When does a G make a J?
When there's no vowels, it's like Niger Fiji. Very, very simple pronunciation.
Okay.
Where he opened fire again. Armed police closed in on the scene, searching cars for suspects, guns drawn. Police ramming a suspect's car, and then you can see him being taken into custody beside the vehicle. 2 men and a woman now in custody in connection.
Did he get hit with the butt of a rifle? It almost looked like that cop hit him in the head with the butt of his rifle.
Damn.
Let's see. It almost looked like he jammed... Hold on. Look.
They said they have 3...
See? Did you see that? Pay attention. Or did you?
I didn't really see it.
Check it.
I'm
watch.
looking.
Watch what he does.
Then you can see him being taken into custody
picks up, boom,
beside the
like that.
vehicle. 2 men and a woman
on the
now
right
in custody
area.
in connection to the attacks.
Yeah,
The
3
shooter,
people
who
are in
appears to have
custody.
been from Australia, is linked to a 74-page manifesto filled with white supremacist rhetoric. He's charged with murder.
Of course.
Police also saying...
Someone said hit him a few thousand more times. Unfortunately, they probably couldn't get away with doing it more than once. Be like, okay, he's subdued. Because if you beat the fuck out of him, then you could get in trouble too, no matter how many people they killed.
They defused 2 improvised explosive devices that were found on a vehicle after the shootings. Amidst the chaos, police officials now warning people to stay away from any mosque in New Zealand for now, in case of further violence.
I want to ask anyone that was thinking of going to a mosque anywhere in New Zealand today not to go, to close your doors until you hear from us again.
Fuck, man. I'm glad I don't have any religion because we've seen mass murders happen in all sorts of churches and temples and mosques, right? I mean, there was I believe last year there was the one at the synagogue.
Yeah.
I don't remember what state that was in. Like
New Jersey, I think.
Was it New Jersey?
I'm pretty sure it was
somewhere
New
in the
Jersey.
Northeast.
Yeah.
And then there was the shooting at the black church. The white guy that went in there and shot a bunch of people. It happens all the time. So I'm
But
glad
it happens at schools. It happens all over the
at
place.
schools too.
It happens on army bases.
Yeah, dude. There was an army base in Washington. Or no, it was an Air Force base. Some crazy guy like tried to ram the barricade, and he had a little kid with him. That was crazy shit. I saw that on the news the other day.
We had snipers here in Washington State that would pick people off on the freeway. The John Lee Malvo, John Lee Muhammad.
That happened in Ohio too. There was I thought the Muhammad thing was in D.C. It was here.
I thought it was here. Maybe I'm completely
no.
wrong.
It was the D.C. sniper. Yeah, it wasn't here.
Oh,
John Walker Muhammad. I believe that was in D.C.
Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
I think so. I think it was in D.C. and they were doing it as like a political thing.
I thought they were from Tacoma.
Were they? I could be wrong.
I could be wrong.
There was a random shooter guy in Ohio that was just shooting at the freeway. People were saying it was DC. Yeah, I thought it. Yeah, I thought they were trying to kill people in DC to like fuck with the government.
It is the DC. Wow. So
Yeah,
embarrassing.
but it seems to happen these days more often.
He was from Tacoma.
In schools and in like churches and other places of worship. There's a crazy string of vandalism and violence towards Jehovah's Witnesses in this area too. There was a Kingdom Hall. There was a Kingdom Hall near Olympia that got burned down. And there's someone targeting Jehovah's Witnesses in Western Washington for some reason.
That's so weird.
I don't know why.
Maybe it's a former Jehovah's Witness.
They
that
got
didn't
their
get
door.
Christmas.
They got their door knocked on one too many times. Fuck them! I'm taking them out. No, but
Or
seriously,
imagine
that
if
is
you
fucked
grew
up.
up in Jehovah's Witness and your entire life you never got Christmas or any birthdays, and then you're like, "Fuck this! I'm going back to the church." Now that you're out of it, I'm gonna take the church down.
People are talking about watching the stream. I do not want to watch the stream. I'm not interested in watching a mass murder.
Yeah, I think Reddit was told to take the stream down. Like the police were like, "Take this down." A lot of stuff was happening with the footage itself. I didn't bother watching it. You kind of know the ending.
You know, I'm surprised that a lot of shit flies on Reddit that does, because I know Reddit is privately owned. I know they run ads on their pages, and there's so much like misinformation and defamation that stays there. I'm just surprised that no one's ever taken them to court for profiting off of that
Well,
sort of
it's because
shit.
they don't edit it, right? It's like a site for people to post and congregate, like Twitter is, like Facebook is.
I mean, there are still some. I mean, there are some things that they don't slide, but
Well,
I don't
there's
know.
things they take down, but it's not like like with an editorial, you have somebody in control of all the news that's being put out.
Richie-
so you're
Really
speaking for it.
really quick. Someone named Richie Rich said they should torture them. I don't think you're gonna get any good information, because if I tortured you, I could make you admit to anything I wanted you to admit to. I could pull any type of bullshit information out of you. I could have you admit to things you would not normally admit to.
But I don't think Richie Rich is wanting them to be tortured for info. I think
for
he's-
revenge?
Yeah, just like torture them.
I mean, how are we any better than them if we're
cruel-
torturing people?
It's cruel to do that.
Torturing them for information gives you bullshit information. Torturing them for revenge makes you worse than them, in my opinion.
I don't know about worse than them. They
Worse
they
than
went in
them.
and killed 49 people. I think at that point punishment can
And then
be
taking
physical.
someone and slowly killing them over a period of time.
making them suffer. I think
I don't know.
I think
you guys can let me. A lot of you guys are just bloodthirsty, crazy motherfuckers. So I don't think a lot of you will agree with me anyway. But
I'm not above people suffering if they do damage, right?
I
feel
am.
Like, I feel like some things are worth a little bit of fucking pain infliction. I feel like some
don't
people
agree.
should get punched in the fucking face sometimes.
I don't agree.
I feel like it makes you a better person if you get socked in the fucking head a couple times.
Well, I'm glad you are. So, yeah, you will not be getting my vote for president.
Why not?
If you advocate for, like, you want to be like Singapore, like, oh, shit, you know what? You should have done that vandalism, so now we're going to beat the fuck out of you. Maybe you'll think twice next time. I don't want to be like that.
I'm running on a one-punch platform, okay? Everybody gets one punch. You can take one swing at somebody, and if they swing back, then that's not their punch. They're defending themselves, right? So
Duarte the Fridge.
You can,
yeah, dude. Yeah, you can turn this place into the Philippines as president.
Everybody gets one punch without any sort of litigation.
First of all, prison shouldn't be punishment, and it should never be a physical punishment.
I just think that death, like the death sentence,
that doesn't. They're about to get rid of it here, in Washington.
But I think it's a lot more cruel than just like some waterboarding.
Can I waterboard you?
I don't know, like on a private show.
Dude, you do not want to get waterboarded, dude. I'm afraid to do it because you could possibly die from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Waterboarding is fucking terrible, dude. Anyone who's ever had it done to them, even the people that talk shit about it, usually only lasts 10 seconds. Damn. You know, I'd feel better like if we got someone from like the military to come do it. Dude, waterboarding is not good, dude. It could kill you. At worst, you feel like you're dying during it.
It's not simulated drowning, it's drowning.
Yep.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, waterboarding people as a punishment, not a good thing.
I feel like I'd rather be waterboarded than killed,
dude,
though.
I wonder if I can... Let me see if I can find this thing.
Do not waterboard. Waterboarding is not so good. Waterboarding is truly cruel thing. I'm not saying you should waterboard. I'm just saying if I had to choose between...
You just did!
Well, I mean, I'm not a fucking policymaker, right?
Good. Yeah, good.
I'm just saying if I had to choose between the death sentence or being waterboarded, I'll go for waterboarding.
I mean, waterboarding could be like torture before death. It could end up being a death sentence worse than a lethal injection.
Still rather take that risk than just be straight up killed. I just letting people sit in prison and then either like take advantage of other people in prison,
waterboarding
or
goes
be taken
on.
Advantage of. That's
waterboarding goes on for like when they waterboard these people that talked shit about how it wasn't torture. They had the luxury of saying when they had had enough of it. But when you're actually being waterboarded as part of interrogation, or it's part of, just someone torturing you for fun, you don't get to say when it gets to stop. So that's the primary difference. If you get waterboarded over several hours, you will wish they had just killed you instead.
Yeah, that sucks.
So yeah, look at this guy. This guy was a right-leaning conservative talk show host, and he had been talking about how waterboarding was good to do to people we had arrested as like being terrorists or whatever. And he's like, all they do is pour water on their face. So he was like, yeah, waterboard me. But he got to say when to quit. Look at how quick it goes here. This is May 2009.
This is Mancow?
Yeah, Mancow. So...
Okay. A Mancow is laying down on the table. It's about a 7-foot table. His feet are now on a box. His feet are elevated. His feet are...
So this is how they do it. You lay down with your feet elevated. You're on like a slight angle.
I'm all ready to say uncle.
All right.
I already hate this.
I already hate this. Yeah, fucking conservative trash.
Feet. What's going to happen?
All right, here it is.
All right.
So they just put like a towel over your nose and in your eyes and the top of your head.
All right, we're coming up here. All right, EMT.
And normally you'd be tied up so that you can't move.
He's standing by. All right. All right, good luck, my friend.
Watch how long he lasts.
Don't move your head, okay? One. Gonna hold my nose? Yeah, I'm holding.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't be able to move at all. You'd be totally held down.
Hold his nose as he speaks, okay?
Move down a little. You're squeezing the top of my nose. There you go.
Here we go. Well, I have to get over here that way.
All right. All right, here's the bucket of water in his hand. The sergeant is over Mancow's
They hold
head.
your nose so you can't breathe through it.
Okay. 1, 2, alive.
This is waterboarding?
Done.
All right, that's it. That's it. All right.
Oh, God.
Mancow is soaked. Mancow
Look
is
at him.
soaked. We all got a little
This
water.
is a guy who, like, for years was an advocate of doing this to people and said it wasn't torture. And he lasted like 10 seconds.
on him. How you doing, buddy?
And he's all disoriented and fucked up
You're
from
soaked,
it.
man. How do you feel? You want the EMT?
No.
The EMT's here.
No, it's okay.
Listen to what he says.
It is. Your breath. I'm fine. It is way worse than I thought it would be. And it is way worse than I thought it would be. And that's no joke.
Would you consider that torture?
Look, all that's been done to this country, and I heard about water being dropped on someone's face, and I never considered torture. Even when I was laying there, I thought this is going to be no big deal. I go swimming. It's going to be like being in the tub. It is such an odd feeling to have water poured down your nose and your mouth with your head back.
The music sucks, but I couldn't find another version of it.
Yeah. It was instantaneous. I thought I could hold out 30 seconds, 60 seconds. It was instantaneous. And I don't want to say this. I do not want to say this. Absolutely torture.
Absolutely torture.
Yeah. So can I waterboard you?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Oh my god. Well, I mean,
you have to waterboard me with Evian water though.
Oh shit.
It's got to be the high class shit.
It's going to be
Can you Kool-Aid board me? With sugar-free Kool-Aid?
No, it's going to be sugar. That's
What-
part of
what?
the torture, motherfucker.
I can't do that.
Yep.
It's not keto.
Torture's not keto.
Torture's not keto. No, obviously I don't want to be fucking waterboarded. I never seen that before though. I thought I saw Mos Def get waterboarded.
If you got tortured long enough, you would wish they had just shot you and killed you instead.
That's the point of torture, right?
I mean, yeah. Well, some people do it to try and get information, but if you're being tortured, you'll give people whatever they want to hear just to make it stop. Someone said piss boarding. Okay. We can do that.
I'm starting a Kickstarter for a piss boarding, and all the top donors get to be the ones piss boarding me.
So we're going to be doing this for maybe about another 20 minutes. This is a promotional stream, but we gave you guys some content too. We're going to be doing our Patreon show in less than an hour. If you guys want to sign up, it's not just a Patreon show though. So, people on Subscribestar get it too. Just become a $5 or above patron. If you become a $10 patron, you get pretty much all the content that we make throughout the month. And it goes back all the way to last year. And actually, I want to, I'm going to start tagging things so they're easier to find. I should start tagging things as like review and private show so people can search those terms. Someone suggested that. And honestly, I never thought of that before. I'm like, why do I need to tag something that's private on Patreon? But it's just for ease of use. So once I find some more time, I'm going to go through that. Yeah.
Look at that sweet boy on that t-shirt.
I like how when I ask people to become patrons, they're like, I can't afford it. You don't have to tell me if you can't. That's fine. I'm just saying the people who can, please do. If you can't, that's okay. I'm not like, hey, Bailey Jones, why can't you do it? That's
No,
okay.
I'm like, Bailey Jones, this is why we have this private special show for you.
Yeah,
So
that's
you can
why
get a little bit extra of us before the patrons.
So
do.
we're giving the patrons a little something extra, and because we do our bonus shows, we're giving everyone something a little extra every month.
Yeah. And because I'm soon to get sponsored, I assume, by all the cool keto snacks. I don't know.
Is this going to conflict with you starring in a Hollywood picture? The movie that is not even being made that you're somehow going to finagle them to make?
Well, I have to try and get the role as the Blob in the next Marvel film.
How do you know the Blob is even going to be in?
Because I'm losing too much weight to be the Blob.
But
So
why would they be like, why would Marvel Studios be like, damn, we better hurry the fuck up and make the Blob part of the next movie because Billy the Fridge is losing weight really
fast. Once they figure out I won't be fat enough to play the Blob, they'll fast track him into the next film.
For you.
Uh-huh.
And how much are they going to pay you for this?
Probably like not big, like $250,000.
So they're going to do that. They're not going to choose to save $250,000 and not put an extra unnecessary character into the next Marvel film. Okay.
Because it's going to become a franchise.
Okay.
It's going to be the first time that Blob loses the weight and becomes a stunning, sexy superhero. So they have they have an incentive here. You got to get me in at my fattest, so when I'm at my thinnest, it looks like a redemption story.
We had a stream hiccup and people have to refresh. They're like, what?
Everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah. What do you weigh now, Billy? Last time I weighed in, I was 350 pounds, which sucks because I would have been a way better Blob when I was 600 pounds. I just miss being fat.
We got 4 new patrons.
Yes. And we got a couple of sweet buckaroos on the Goal for Bonus show. We have another show tomorrow, too, that will be public for everybody.
Yeah, a bonus show tomorrow, public for everyone. I know for sure that Pimmonk. Thanks for the stream. As a Kiwi, I feel super shit today.
I bet.
Mendacious C.
I bet. Sorry to hear it hits so close to home for you, but it kind of hits close to home for everybody on the internet with all this bullshit subscribe to PewDiePie meme stuff. It really feels like this could have happened anywhere in the world and it would have affected everybody online the way it played out. But I'm definitely sad that it's in your backyard as well. The beautiful land of the Shire.
You know what happened?
Middle Earth.
You know what happened with yesterday's episode?
What's that?
So while the episode, so we do the stream and then we end the stream, and sometimes I'll make it private while it's processing. So it finished processing, and then it did that dumb thing where it only had the last 2 hours of the stream there. And at that point, I saw that it got flagged, or it didn't get flagged, but it got tagged for possibly not being advertiser friendly. So what I did was I kept it private while it was stuck at the last 2 hours of it. And then after it finished, where the whole video showed up finally, it went back to green. I got the green $sign. I'm like, oh, cool. Now it's approved. And it stayed green all fucking night until like 2 hours ago. Then it went yellow again. It's like, I thought it went away. I disputed it. It got approved. And now I had to dispute it again a second time. Thanks, Richie Rich, for becoming a member. We appreciate it. That'll get you the post shows, which, by the way, last night's post show will be posted at some point, today. So look for that on Patreon and Subscribestar. I see Teddy Rubskin. Yeah.
Those keto Cheetos are like my favorite thing. That and the ice cream. Being on a diet is great for a lot of reasons, but it sucks you can't have like delicious snacks. But I'm finding these fucking delicious snacks that I can have.
Oh, sure. There's a big market for it right now too, because it is effective in many ways, but it is a fad at the moment, and that's good for you that you got into it when it started becoming a fad, because now there's more options than there were before when hardly anybody was doing this diet.
Egghead has a chocolate cake that is mixed with Jack Daniels. You fucking alcoholic! I can't eat or drink right now, you asshole.
I don't even think that would get you drunk, because if it was baked, all the alcohol would have burned out of it.
He's over here bragging about it, and I'm like, dude, I don't drink or eat cake. You fuck.
I've had fudge with whiskey in it before, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, alcoholic chocolates are a big thing right now.
I've had beer that was infused with chili, like green chili. They had that
chili beer.
Yeah. It's you couldn't really taste the peppers, but it was beer that burned. It was spicy beer.
Facts go. Have some of my tax return. Fuck Trump.
Have some
Facts
of my
go.
tax return. Fuck Trump.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
for that,
Fraxkull said he could. Oh, $15 Patreon. You're going to get added to the end card at the end of the show.
Geoduder.
Fraxkull said he could only watch 15 minutes of the show last night. Fraxkull could not handle. I don't know. Like some people, see, I'm okay with listening to people, no matter how dumb they are, that I disagree with because I think it's funny. Like it doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't irritate me. So like I can listen to Rush Limbaugh. I can listen to Jesse Lee Peterson. I can listen to people that I think are, you know, that their ideas are dumb, I should say. I don't think Doug's necessarily dumb, but I think a lot of his ideas are pretty misinformed.
I just think there's a lot of fans that tuned in and they were awkwardly put off by the fact that Bill Fridge was so quiet the entire episode. That's the only problem with debates is that they come in, they want to hear little Billy because he's so funny and handsome and cute. And I was like, you know, just sitting back, letting the other boys talk.
Yeah, I'd like to do maybe one of those a month or as often as possible. And I like people to be able to see that it's not like an internet blood sports type thing.
Yeah.
It's more of a structured debate where we talk about the issues. Not, you know, we argue issues, not like who's a bigger piece of shit. And that used to happen a lot on blood sports. We just need to find more people to do it. We need to find people who can disagree. Find more people that disagree and get it set up. Yeah. You know, tomorrow, maybe, I don't know who's all on tomorrow, actually. I'll have to look that up, but it was supposed to be DSP before he agreed and then pulled out of it at the last minute. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about DSP.
Darkside Phillip.
Yeah.
Bring Kyle Kulinski on. Okay, I'll call Kyle. I'll give him a call.
Someone said next time incest, please. I mean, you can't make someone talk about something they don't want to talk about.
Dude.
If you want to know what Destiny thinks about incest, just go to his channel. He has videos about it.
There's like this.
It's kind of been driven into the ground.
There's this like redhead with huge boobs that's a flat earther.
Uh-huh.
We should get her and like another flat earther versus like.
I don't think we need more than one-on-one. You know what I mean?
You think one-on-one?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll have to.
Were you like, let's get one flat earther with big boobs and then another one that's smart?
Yeah.
And then they can debate a non-flat earther with boobs and one that's actually smart.
I just want. I just want to see that, you know, maybe boobs are more important than intelligence sometimes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm suggesting. Boobs have the power to manipulate far beyond fact and rationalization.
Yes! $5 Patreon. Now, by the way, guys, Billy has a date tonight, but if we make the show longer, then he's just going to get cock-blocked. So, let me see.
Get Shane Dawson on
Let me see
DP.
where we're at right now. I'm going to add all the numbers together, and then we'll know how much more we need to extend the show to 5 hours long. And Billy will be tortured by Chris Chan tonight, too.
I'll probably end up just crying most of the episode.
Let's see.
Billy can get head off camera and be on the show at the same time.
Nope.
I can't. Ben already told me I can't get head in the studio.
I do not allow such things.
At least I think you told me that. He said he wouldn't give me head in the studio, so I think that's a blanket rule. No head in the studio. I'm not sure. Cock block Billy. Bruce, you dick. You dick.
Yeah, so...
Billy the misogynist. Am I, though? Am I? Let's be honest here. Boobs carry weight.
Yeah, boobs are, as part of your body, do carry weight.
Yes. And also, women who have big old stinking boobs have a better time in society than women who don't. They're natural.
I mean, not ones that are so big that it, like, causes harm to them.
Big old stinking slop tits. Yeah, it's true. Billy is the biggest feminist I know. Thank you, Locust God. Finally, somebody sees it my way. It'd be fun giving Billy a blowy with your head bouncing off of his belly. That's so weird. That's so weird. The androgynous misogynist Bill Fridge. There was another one I came up with that I can't remember now. I was going to give you the nickname, Ben.
Okay.
Billy the misogynistic scumbag. Dick. Egghead, are you talking about the leprechaun that was in the tree? Isn't that like fucking a decade-old meme?
Yeah, I remember that. And they drew the fucking leprechaun.
Egghead's like, you guys hear about the leprechaun in Crichton, Alabama? Yeah, 10 years ago, you fucking weirdo. Androgynous Misogynist is a good name for a song. I was going to start an entire YouTube channel under the name Androgynous Misogynist.
We just need about $200 more. If anyone, so whether that be from a new patron or subscriber on Subscribestar or someone who is already there that wants to raise up their pledge slightly, that'll bring us up to $5 in Cockblock Billy. It's very attainable. Hashtag Cockblock Billy.
G. Guthrie said, Billy, my curls are better than yours. Sorry. I mean, anybody can say outrageous claims without backing them up. Do you have lush curls? Is that what you have? Do you want to go toe to toe with the fucking flow? The beautiful Curly the Fridge, Billy the Curls? Is that what you want to do? Show up, go tweet at me right now at Billy the Fridge on Twitter. Nice picture of your curls, and if they're better than mine, I'll let you know. I don't think they are. Can't cockblock Billy when Billy's date has the big old stank dick. You don't know that, Mistoku? I don't know that, do I? Shit.
Nude post show. That would have to be done on a different platform.
True.
I'll tell you what, and if you're someone who's watching this stream after we already started the private show, you can still contribute now. As long as the show's still going on, if we reach our goal, we'll just extend it an hour. So, and we got I'd say about 9 minutes left in this stream before we take a short break and then start the other stream.
Everyone send Billy photos of their pubes. He asked for it. I didn't say that. I said the curls on the top of your head. If your curls,
their pubes, so I could shave off my pubes and take a picture of it in my hand and send it to you.
I don't want that at all.
So you want it still attached?
No, people have said that G. Guthrie said that their curls were better than mine. Tell me where to say. I told you at Billy the Fridge on Twitter. Oh, you guys are making this so hard on me. All I wanted to do was go on a cute date tonight with my friend from out of town who's only here for the Emerald City Comic-Con, and they'll be gone soon.
Yes!
And you guys want to end that?
I hope Streamlabs sets up Subscribestar alerts someday.
Yeah.
So that we can get alerts for both sides.
Yeah.
Is Billy being a racist like Onision, calling curly hair pubes?
No. No, I'm not. No. I'm saying. G. Guthrie claimed their curls are better than mine. I don't believe it for 1 second. Because I have delicious fucking curls. I got flowing, chocolatey curls.
Yeah.
Billy Weinstein uses roofies on big boob flat earth girls. That's not true. These are all lies.
Yeah, see how it looks when the screen's black? That's awesome. Yeah, someone was like, is that supposed to be in the background? It's like, no, it's just kind of it's a very, very slight watermark.
It's a variation.
Someone asked if it was to prevent copyright stuff. I didn't make it and I wasn't put a watermark on it. So someone else put it there. I just think it's a cool touch that was added. But yeah, it might help with that as well. Since it, I noticed though that YouTube looks for audio more than anything else.
Yeah.
It's off-centered. It is. It looks fine to me. I mean, I don't need it to be. I don't have OCD, so it doesn't bother me if it's slightly off centered. I think
I have
fine.
OCD. It's fucking killing me right now.
Is it?
I'm
Is it
gonna
off
rip out
centered?
my eyes. I don't know.
It looks fine to me. I mean, the actual layout itself is, I mean, it's 1080 exactly, and I stretched it out to fill the whole screen. So I think it's fine. I don't think it's off centered.
DP Underground.
Yes! Regina Starr. Thank you.
Okay, you guys can slow down now.
He's getting nervous now.
I would like to go on my date tonight.
About to have a 5-hour show tonight.
I would like to kiss. I would like to kiss.
You're gonna be kissing Chris Chan tonight.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yep.
I don't want to do that.
Just wait till you see the tomboy stuff, or no, I'm sorry, tom girl. See, we're getting to the very beginning of the Christine phase, which is the tom girl phase.
Daniel Irie says both the Shooter and the Shire are Australian, Billy. Is the Shire from Australia? I thought they filmed it all in New Zealand.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I got thick keto ropes full of protein to unleash on. No, not on roofied big boob flat earth girls. Daniel, damn it, that's not true. That's not true. This is how, if you want to get me to say some
An
fucked up
admission of
shit,
guilt.
if you want to get me to say some fucked up shit, start your sentence
with his name,
with me,
because
and compliment me in that, and I'll be so comfortable that I'll start saying
go back,
all the fucked up
go
shit
back
at the end.
and look at the messages Billy actually responds to.
It's true.
If it has his name in it, that's what he does.
Every single one. Is that weird?
Not
a little bit.
I mean, if it's the only ones, yeah.
I might have a bit of an ego. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Why would I go shirtless when I have this beautiful shirt?
You know it's a big deal to him because he stood up like 5 times.
It's
and
cute.
Billy doesn't stand up unless it's
I like the shirt.
Okay.
I got it yesterday, and I usually wear 5X tall. This is just a 5X, and it fits all right. I'm pretty excited about that. Mr. Strange Guy says, Billy, are you my little princess? No.
So last call, basically, if you want your name to show up for becoming a new patron or whatever, I think it shows up when you change your pledge too, if you move it upward. So do that shit. Become a patron. Hashtag cockblockbilly.
Please don't.
We're going to watch some more news segments. We're going to watch Chris Chan. We're going to watch old training and HR videos, sexual harassment awareness videos. Should be interesting, a little different than usual. We're trying new things.
Billy the Fridge is the most swole man ever, even more than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Billy is a sweet, sexy, beautiful, racist, smart fucking asshole.
Yes. Salvatore Caban?
Salvatore Caban is a patron. But someone says if you're 5X now, how many X's were you at your biggest? I was wearing an 8X shirt at one point. I only ever had one 8X t-shirt though. But that was pretty fat.
1.8. You have it. Do you still have it?
Yeah, I think.
I wanna put it on and see how big it is on me.
Yeah.
It's probably like a dress. 8X. I've never even seen an 8X before. I think the biggest shirt I've ever seen is like a 4X. Like, yeah.
I'm wearing a 5X right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm fat.
Nah. Like, actually in a store, though, I think a 4X is the biggest one I've ever seen.
My dad went to China and there was this gigantic jacket in the window. And he was like, I want to buy it. They're like, oh, that's...
Yes, Roberto Gonzalez. Hey. Dude, we're getting really close now.
And they were like, that. We just used that jacket as an advertisement. And my dad bought it and brought it back from China to me. It was only
as an
6X.
Advertisement?
Because they had a giant jacket in the window to advertise the store.
Like they made it stupidly big on purpose just for advertisement.
Well, I think they bought a big one and put it in the window to like...
Yes! Damn it. Yeah, dude. This is just like the one stream that we did like this where... we ended up having to do a 24-hour show. Damn it. But we're not doing a 24-hour show. We're just extending tonight's private show one more hour. Damn it. JS3280 became a $10 patron. Man, you get all sorts of awesome shit for the $10 perk. True. You basically get all the video content that we do.
The sexy long hair says, Billy, a friend of mine has lost over 100 pounds after finding out about it from you, man.
Wow.
We'll start that shit soon.
See, you're inspirational. That's why I think, as far as marketability goes, you probably could be a spokesman.
Yeah. A lot of people have been losing weight because of me.
You know, that's how Richard Simmons got the career that he had, because he was like super fat and lost a bunch of weight on his own. Like, he created his own way to lose weight. I mean, I know you didn't totally do that, but you created your own plan.
What if I brand it as fatting around and I change it, like I deviated a bit from keto because I have all the cool snacks you can have?
Yeah.
We're just fatting around. I don't even know if I've been in ketosis. Like I don't do
the test strips.
Yeah, I've never done a test strip. So I don't even know. Like, I used to just keep it under 20 net carbs, and they said that's all it would take. But then I decided to start upping my carb count because someone said you could gradually get it up. And like, I think I've had up to like 100 carbs in one day, maybe not that much. I don't know. Yeah, I usually keep it around 40 to like 50. But I still like count calories and everything. So even if I'm not in ketosis, I'm still keeping the calories low. I'm having wings for dinner. Yeah, I went to go to the movie theater because they got the wings at the movie theater, and I saw, isn't it Romantic or something with Rebel Wilson, the fat blonde girl? It was pretty bad, but I had wings, so fuck it.
So, I think we're going to end this stream now. If you didn't watch last night's episode, you absolutely should. Try to stick with it. I actually pinned someone's timestamps to the top of the comments there, so you can kind of skip around.
Pirates of the Dark Water says, sorry I'm late, just waking up. Last night's show was the best yet.
Wow.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, dude. I have to try to not focus on the complainers that much. They just stand out. Thank you, James
Here's
Payne.
the thing, like, I don't think any of the complainers were like, I'm done with Drunken Peasants, you know? They were just like, oh, that was boring. And it's like, fine, they're going to come back next episode.
Sure.
And we'll give you something new next time, and maybe we'll go back to this once in a while.
There's one guy that was like, it's 2019 and you're still using Skype? And honestly, I probably... Oh, Mr. McGee again, thanks. I probably wouldn't be using Skype anymore if they hadn't made a change that made it better suited for what I need to do than Discord. And now I can use both of them. Discord's great for just pulling people in for audio, and Skype is better for video right now. It just is. When you want video, like people's webcams to fit in little boxes, and if one of them has to leave, you don't want the whole fucking thing to go haywire. Right now, Skype is better for that. There might be something better, but it's probably not free. So Skype is best suited for what I need it for.
What you waiting?
Michael
What you
Link.
waiting for?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good show. I just wish that, Destiny would have won. I had my money on the atheist.
I mean, who won is subjective, but if you look at the poll, Destiny won.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I just like...
Most people agree, and I agree with Destiny. It's weird because I know Doug better. I don't know him that well since we just met him a few months ago, but
I like Doug a lot.
I know him better. This is my first time ever talking to Destiny.
Yeah.
So, but I agree with Destiny more on things.
I like how Doug was like started off the thing with like, I just think it's Christianity is the greatest stories, greatest story.
No,
and it's true.
There's some there's some shit that isn't really that.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I think the Odyssey is a better story.
But then Destiny was like, you like this? You like this? He's like, well, I don't like this. He was like, I don't like the God would send people to hell. He's like, I don't like that. And it's like, you just said it was the greatest story.
I think like ancient Greek stuff is better and more interesting.
I've seen better stories than the Bible on Pornhub. Come at me.
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
All right, we gotta go. I love streaming for you guys. We're gonna go do the private show. So for those of you who want to join us, please, if you're a patron or you're on Subscribestar, the link's there. Go get it. We'll see you guys then.
Yeah. Amazing.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.